Let's talk about the preposition by and how native speakers use this preposition in 7 different situations. I will also show you at the end of this video 10 popular collocations with the preposition by, so stay with me until the end. If you don't know me very well, hello, I am Teacher Prix, and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing to the channel because every week I post different kinds of English lessons to help you become a better and more confident English speaker. So I appreciate you becoming part of this beautiful community of English speakers. That being said, let's go to number 1, which is when I am talking about who did the action. But in this case, I'm using the passive voice. And I believe I have a video here on my channel where I teach the passive voice in more detail. I'm not going to give you all the explanations about passive voice. But typically, when I am talking about passive voice, I describe something that received the action by the person who did the action. So the person who did the action goes to the end of the sentence. And there are some structure changes as well, okay? And now we use the preposition by. In this case, it is very common when I am indicating who did the action in the passive voice. So look at the examples here. The first computer, can you imagine? This is actually not the picture of the first computer. The first computer is actually much, much bigger, okay? But I couldn't place this image here in this slide. But the first computer was invented by Charles Babbage. I'm not sure I am pronouncing his last name correctly though, so forgive me if I am mispronouncing his last name. So the first computer, the object, the thing, was invented, that's passive voice, by, and then the person who invented, by Charles Babbage, okay? The next one, yesterday, oh my God. Yesterday is a famous song recorded by the Beatles. Oh, I believe in yesterday. I don't remember the lyrics. That's why it was hard to sing. Yesterday is the name of the song. It's a famous song recorded by the Beatles. Beautiful. Do you like the Beatles? Let me know in the comments. But let's keep rolling, shall we? Number 2, method. How something is done. And I can give you a very easy example. I learned English not by watching movies. Not by listening to music, I'm afraid. I learned English because I wanted to understand music, but this was one of the strategies I used. I actually combined many different tasks when learning the English language, but I can say I learned English mostly by myself, okay? So by myself is as a collocation, actually it means alone, but if I am explaining how I learned, it fits into the category. She paid by credit card. That's how she paid, okay? He went to Buenos Aires by bus. By bus. Priscilla, can I use by with all means of transportation? Not if you're walking on foot. You don't say by foot. You say on foot. But the other means of transportations, I went to London by plane, by train, by subway, by car. You name it, by bicycle. The next one, which is very interesting as well, let me see here on my bigger screen. Let's talk about deadline. No later than. Whenever you want to give a deadline and it means before a certain time, that's the idea of the preposition by. So I'm talking about deadlines. I'm talking about no later than. Come on. So you have to finish this report by tomorrow. What does that mean? No later than tomorrow. So you have to finish this report by tomorrow. No later than tomorrow. By Monday. No later than Monday. Today's Wednesday? Thursday? I don't know anymore. Another example. I'll call you by 8. No later than 8. Okay, probably even before that. Before a certain time. So I'll call you before 7. I'll call you before 8. I'll call you by 8. No later than 8. You have to submit this report by Friday, young man. No later than Friday. That's the idea. Now let's keep rolling and go to the next one, which actually means next. or near. And that basically means you're close to, you're near something. So you will use by to give that idea, close to or near. The house is by the river. Would you like to live in a house by the river? Oh my goodness, that would be nice. By the lake? It would be amazing. What do you think? Would you like that? She was standing by the door, next to the door, near the door. Priscilla, can't I just say near the door? Yes, you can. But the preposition by is common. It is a preposition that native speakers typically use. And that's the entire goal of this lesson. Now, before I show you the next one, I want to invite you to hit the like button here. Well, actually below. If you're enjoying this video, if perhaps I'm helping you with something new, and if possible, share this video with your friends, okay? Now, if you're interested, in the description of this video, you will find links to my most popular products. My study plan, you need that if you need more organization and understand how to use the internet in your favor. My listening mastery workshop, my 20 speaking exercises ebook that you can do alone, you know, how to practice your English alone, your English speaking alone. I give you 20 ideas on how to do that. The link to my academy and many other cool products that I know will help you on your journey to fluency. Let's get cracking, shall we? Passing movement. You go past something, okay? So you can use by to indicate that. Now, guys, pay attention that even though I am giving these explanations and there are more uses of the preposition by, there may be more explanations. There may be phrasal verbs that can slightly change the meaning of the preposition by. So whenever I come here or any other teacher comes here with a lesson like this one, different uses of a certain preposition, always keep in mind that there may be more explanations about it. And depending on the context, the translation may change. Okay, so I like making that disclaimer because English is such a beautiful language. And there may be additional points we don't talk about because that would make the lesson way too long and unnecessarily difficult. So you will use by when something is moving past a place or a person. He walked by me without saying anything. He passed by me. He walked by me and he didn't say hello. My goodness. A car drove by really fast. So I was walking down the street when this car drove by me so fast. I thought it was going to hit me. Has this ever happened to you? Unfortunately, it has happened to me. It is freaking scary. A dog ran by the house. So a dog ran by my house. My God, beautiful dog. Now keep in mind that I have some phrasal verbs such as drop by. Drop by means to make a quick visit. So keep that in mind that the preposition may have a different meaning depending on what is next to it. Let's go to the next one, shall we? Amount, difference. You will use by to show how much something changes, okay? So house prices went up by 10% last year. Can you imagine how much more it's gonna cost this year? I hope not much. I'm saving for my house. Hopefully, I'll be able to buy one someday. I was thinking of buying a car, but then I changed my mind and realized that I gotta buy my own place. But house prices keep going up. Does that happen to you in your country? Let me know. He missed the goal by 2 points. She won the match by a large margin. Oh, a large margin. That's wonderful. So that's the idea. And finally, you will use by with two basic calculations, okay? Multiplication and dividing. So when you're multiplying and dividing, okay? So that's okay. So 6 multiplied by 2 equals 12. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. You will not use this with adding and subtracting, only multiplying and dividing. That's all, okay? Let's make that very clear because you can see all the symbols here, but that doesn't mean you can use the preposition by with all the symbols. Now, let me show you the 10 collocations. First one, by chance. When I use by chance, and even though it's a little small, you can pause, you can enlarge the video image, and you can take a screenshot. Now, guys, by chance means accidentally, okay? I found this cafe by chance. Actually, this happened to me. I was scrolling through my feed and then I found this coffee shop by chance. I was so happy because I decided to go there and give it a try, and I absolutely loved the experience. I was very happy about it, okay? By mistake, number 2, unintentionally. You don't have the intention. So I'm sorry, I called you by mistake. So I didn't have the intention. I didn't intend to call you. It was an accident. By mistake. It was not my intention to call you. Okay? So I sent the email to the wrong person by mistake. Have you ever done that? Rough, huh? 3, by far. Much more. Clearly. This is clearly the best restaurant in town. This is by far the best restaurant in town. Number 4, by the way, to change the subject, okay, to change the subject, or to change the topic, or to add something. So here I have 2 situations which are a little bit different, but serve very similar purposes. Let's say I'm talking to you and then I remember something and I want to add something that is relevant, that is important. Oh, by the way, okay, and then I add the information that is connected to the subject. Or I can interrupt and I use by the way, and I am changing the subject. Okay, so it's possible in these 2 scenarios, either because I want to add something in the conversation that I feel is important, or because I want to change, okay, the subject. So let's say I'm talking to my colleague about a report, and oh my God, it was so difficult to finish that report. It was really complicated. I had to ask for Tim's help. Fortunately, he was available. And by the way, did you submit the report this morning? Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes, I already did, and it's fine. Our manager was really pleased with the final results. Done. Number 5, by yourself, alone. I live by myself. Do you live by yourself? Would you like to live by yourself? Let me know in the comments. Next one, because we have more. Number 6, by heart, in your memory, okay? I know only one phone number by heart, and it's my own phone number. It's not even my business number, it's my personal number. I have 2 phone numbers, and I only know one. How embarrassing is that? Of course that I have no intentions of memorizing phone numbers. I think if I wanted, I would memorize them. I would know them by heart. I just haven't put the effort because I don't see a reason to memorize the phone number. Good. 7, by hand. It means manually, not using machines, okay? So this top was made by hand, manually, okay? Not by machines or stuff. Very good. Number 8, by accident. Not on purpose, okay? So it is very similar to the by mistake. It was not intentional. It was not on purpose, okay? So I deleted the file by accident. It was not intentional, okay? You can also use by mistake. So potato, pick the one you love the most. And number 9, by all means. Oh, I love this one. Instead of using definitely or of course when answering a request, you can use by all means instead of course or definitely. So, hey, can I have a glass of water? By all means. So come on, you can go there and get the water yourself. That's good. And number 10, by law. Required. Legally required. You must wear a seatbelt. By law. Yes, very important. Now, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. Share it with a friend and create an example and post it in the comments. You only learn what you use. You only remember what you use. That's how your brain understands this information is important. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.